Hello guys, this is DFXS. Once again, welcome to TFX family. Guys, I really thank you and appreciate each and every trader. It is a high time or it's a good news to all traders because now the time has come that TFX company, we are releasing our RENKO. I know many have been waiting for this and this is the time and it was not for just in vain because this is the best of the best system in the market because some have been only hearing about RENKO. They have never met RENKO anywhere. They don't know how it works. And it has taken us a lot of time because we wanted to have the best of the best system and the things that will make things easier to all trader. And it's a very, very, very profitable system because RENKO it's not the same as candles. RENKO it's a software or it is a system that works with the bricks, which contains so many. One brick can contain so many candles. This means the RENKO it's a predictable stuff, something that you can use to 98 or 95% you can understand where or the direction of the market. So it's a system that to predict the market is very simple. To know where you are, it's very simple, and there is no a lot of discipline in the RENKO because it's an offline thing. So, guys, let me introduce the RENKO, how to make your chart to with our system. And let's say number one, I would just give a good example with A.3. So you need to follow me closely so that you can understand what to do after receiving our TFX RENKO system. Just go to your charts, right click, insert the chart the way you used to do. Just right click, chart window. Let's insert like 3. Let's go again, chart window. We can take any pair here. Click chart window so that they can arrange themselves at this place. The second thing you need to do, guys, it is to go to your indicators and select this TFX RENKO version 1. Double click or you can drag to attach the software. So click OK. Then save these templates in order to help you not to do to repeat the same thing every time. You can save, you can rename any name you want. You can just click one of the template, but only you need to keep it in mind so that you can understand the template that contains the RENKO software. So double click or maybe save, click OK, replace it. Just simple as that. When you go here on your top, you can read that this is TFX RENKO version 1. It tells you go to menu, file, open offline, select GBP USD on minute 2, then click open to view the chart. Let's do that practically so that we can proceed with the process. Number one, go to file, open offline, just click. Sometimes you may find there is a lot of pairs here. You are supposed to look for GBP USD or any pair that you selected. You are supposed to go and select 2 minutes 2. Just double click, and it will bring it will take you at this place. The other thing, go now to template and insert our TFX RENKO, which is this one. As simple as that. Let me remove this one to avoid any mistake. Now, it is simple as that. Let's do it again to Euro USD. Now, remember we saved that template into Williams. That's what contains the RENKO file. Then go to file, open offline. Now it is Euro USD, minute 2, double click, then go to template and select TFX RENKO. Simple as that. Let's do for final with NZD. Go to where we saved that, go to file, open offline. Now we are looking for AUD, double click, and then go to templates and select our TFX, our RENKO. Simple as that. It's supposed to be simple as that. Now, the other thing, now we have made, now this is how our templates look like. This is a TFX RENKO. This is how it looks like, guys. And it's very simple, because what you're supposed to be looking here, you're supposed to looking for this arrow, it known as the three kings. The three kings, we have one king with a white arrow. We have the second king with this red and lime arrow. And we have this white small arrow here that is for the third king. So we have first, second, and the third king. And remember, this is not the Bible, so don't open your Bible and say that we said open the third king. There is no third king, but the second king. Let's proceed. Now, after this is that king, and there is a red dotted. Anywhere there is a dotted and there is our super name, enter the market, the crossing of this our trading master and the moving average. It will show you with this arrow. This arrow will appear, or this arrow, it's what will direct you to take now the trades after this crossing. And the best thing with the RENKO, there is no a lot of noise. There is no a lot of noise, guys. As you can see, it's very simple. It is simple as that. This crossing after the, I will show you in another video when I will show you how to scalp or how to do long trades, things like that. Now, let me show you how the RENKO always reduce the noisy that are there in candles. Let's go do a good example with this place. Now let's go like let's analyze here. This is the red candle. Now our magenta candle, it's for buy. Let's see when this break happened. This break happened on 30th April 2021. It's very different with the candle. Let's go to the second break. The second break was happened on that May 2021. How many days are there? We have from 30th, 31st, 1st, 2nd. This is the 5th day. This is the 5th day from when this first break happens. Guys, you can agree with me that in 3 days or 2 days or 3 days or some hours, there is a lot of candles maybe dropping, some are going up, things like that. There is a lot of candles. But because the RENKO or our system already says that it is a buy thing, so it doesn't matter what the candle is, what is happening in the candles area, because the candle might be in 3 days, you know, whether you are in 1 hour time frame, whether you are 4 hours, or whether in 15 minutes, there is a lot of candles. Whether it was a consolidation market where the market range, guys, we can agree that there was a lot of candles there. But in RENKO, the things are very different, because as you can see, one brick can contain even the candles that can be for 4 days or 2 days or 3 days, even some hours. Because guys, let's go like somewhere like here. This one happened on 23rd April. The second one happened on 26th, the same April. So that is like 3 days again. Let's look like if we have this one happen on 16. Yeah, let's go. Let's look for one that will give only a few for some hours. This happened on the 10th April. The second one happened the same. This is 4 p.m. The other one is the same day, 13 for April, but this one is for 5 p.m. And the other one happened on 14th. The third break happened on 14th 2 a.m. You can imagine from here, this one contains like 1 hour, but from here, to the second bricks contains 1 day and some hours. Guys, as you can see, it's unpredictable, or it's something that you cannot say exactly that this one brick, it will contain 2 hours, 3 hours, or 2 days or 3 days, because we have seen there is some contains like 3 days, 4 days, 1 hour, and some even as minutes. This means that if the RENKO say buy, it will buy. It doesn't matter what will happen, or the manipulation that can be happening in the candles noisy. The RENKO, it's very simple to predict the market, knowing where you are going. And finally, it will go the direction of that where the system is saying. For instance, there is we have our superdem here. Let's see now. The RENKO said that now it is a bullish, and there was a crossing here which happened after this brick. This brick happened on 9 a.m. on 14th this month, May. The second brick happened the 14th day exactly, but the second brick happened at 2 p.m. Now from here, it is 9, and from there, it is 2 p.m. That means like almost 4 or 5 hours. But you can imagine what was happening in candles charts. In candles chart, there is a lot of noisy, there is a lot of news. Surprisingly, the good thing with the brick, the news might be for sale, but the brick can contain that sale. Maybe there was an event, but it cannot just go against what you predict. It will still goes with the same direction. When it says it's buy, it's buy. It doesn't matter if in 4 minutes, in 4 hours, the market was dropping, but the RENKO can contain all those that are happening in candles chart, and finally it will continue with the same direction. This is why we took time to make sure that the RENKO system, we are done with it. The good thing is it's very light. It's not a heavy thing. I know some people who have had or have maybe experienced the RENKO. It's a very, very, very heavy machine. But this one, it's very light, very, very light. And we took time to make sure that our system, it will give the accurate signal, or it will give the accurate signal using the RENKO. This is why I say that when you want to take the trade, make sure there is a dotted, and there is this crossing, then the arrow, it will give you the signal. The other thing, make sure that there is a one of the king, and then the crossing, and it will give you the right trade. The good thing is only one brick can give you more than 20 pips. Only one brick can give you more than from 20 pips and above. As you can see here, from there, it is 18 pips, guys. This is why I'm saying one brick can give you even 20 pips. Mostly it is 20 pips. Even if it can give you 15, well and good, but most of the time it gives from 20 pips. So in every crossing here, you can have you are more than 20 pips and above, and you can secure your profit. So that's how simple our system is. This is what all traders need. They need RENKO, because you can predict the market rightly, guys. It's more than 90% accuracy when predicting the direction of the market. That's the good thing with our system here. I will give an example with here, because this crossing happened with this brick. This let's count how many pips. After this crossing, there was a 2 bricks. From there to here, guys, as you can see, there is almost 38 pips. Just 2 bricks from here to here, there is a 38 bricks, and the market never kicked our stop loss here. It will continue dropping, and now it's time to pull back. Guys, it's very, very, very simple to use TFX, the RENKO system. It's very, very, very simple. It is simple as that. Now, let's again continue so that you can know what the system looks like, because it's not yet complete without TFX Abacus. The TFX Abacus, it's what will help you to secure your profit, to put your take profit for those people who have been struggling maybe with the trading step. Some are struggling, they don't know about how to work with the break even, they don't know where to put their stop loss or take profit. Guys, we have TFX Abacus in the house. Let me show you how you can combine the bricks. And remember, one thing I just want you to keep in mind, which you must always remember. After creating this offline chart, and now this is the time for broker now to start crying and giving they start moving the white gray hair, because now this one they cannot just manipulate, because now the bricks will contain everything. Guys, after creating, this is the GBP USD, after creating the chart, don't delete the first chart that contains the RENKO file, because if you delete this file or this chart, then this means this offline chart, it will be stagnant, nothing will be controlling this chart. So you'll never know whether you are in a buy, whether you are in a sell, because it will remain still. So what you need to do, it is to make sure that you have, if it is this GBP USD, you have GBP USD offline chart, and you still have a plain or normal chart for GBP USD. In case of anything, you find that there is no the RENKO file there, you can just go to what you saved that template, just like that, replace it, or you can go to your charts, and then you can also insert that RENKO file to make sure that now it's the offline chart will be functioning. So without that one, make you the offline chart will not be functioning. Let's continue, guys. Finally, guys, the savior of all traders now is the time to release the savior. This is the time to release the savior. Once again, welcome to DFX family. This is DFX, guys. It is time now to work with RENKO machine. The RENKO system, it is the savior of all traders. Let's start the introduction of the RENKO. Some may ask themselves, what is RENKO? Guys, the RENKO, it is an offline system or an offline stuff that reduce all the noise of the candles. It reduces all the noise. You know, the candle sometimes, like this place, it's unpredictable. You don't know exactly whether it will go up or down, blah, blah, blah. It's very hard to predict the market with the candles than when you are using the RENKO. RENKO reduces all this noisy and give the exact direction of where the market is going. So when I say that the RENKO, it is the savior of all traders, I know what I'm saying, and follow me closely and see what I'm about to show you about our TFX RENKO machine. So let's begin. First of all, after you purchase our system, let me show you what to do now when you want to work with the TFX RENKO. And remember, the RENKO, it is the offline system. Remember, keep that in mind, because even a broker himself cannot understand correctly where you are going, because everything now it's offline. Let me show you something. First of all, let me give a good example. Just right click. I just want to give you an example with 2 or 3 charts. You just go to your pairs and right click to any pair that you want to trade. Then click, let's continue. You can take anyone, any pair. Right click, chart window, so that they may arrange themselves here. Let's go, let's use even those 3, that's enough. The the second thing you are supposed to do, go to TFX RENKO version 1, just double click. You can drag wherever, make sure you attach in this chart now. Just simple as that. You can use false, that I will show you for sometimes weeks, with weeks or without weeks. Make sure you allow the DLL, then click OK. After doing that, guys, go one by one and save that template, because you don't have to drag every time the RENKO file. So just go to template and save. You can rename it wherever you want, or you can just replace it to William template, double click and say, okay, now we have our RENKO file in a William template. Now, so if I can go to GPP USD, I just need to go to template and replace with the William file template, sorry. Now, let's proceed. After inserting the file will direct you, it will tell you go to menu, file, open offline, select GPP USD in minute 4, and also click open to view the chart. Click open to view the chart. Now let's follow this this procedure. Go to file, open offline, look for GPP USD minute 4, which is this one. You can just click once and open, or you can double click to view the chart. The chart looks simple like this, guys. This is how now the chart looks like, but it's not beautiful. It's not complete without the TFX system. Now go to template. After installing, we'll show you how to install. After installing our software, now go to TFX RENKO and just click once. Exactly. As simple as that. You can see how beautiful it is. Let's continue so that you can keep this to mind. Go to Euro USD. Remember the file we saved to Williams templates. Click there. Go to file, open offline. Look now for Euro USD in minute 4. Double click, then go to templates. This is a TFX RENKO. Guys, I think now we are done with that. Go again. Let's do it again. Go to William. File, open offline. Look for AUD and ZD, minute 4. Double click. Go to template and go to TFX RENKO. It is simple as that, guys. It is very, very simple working or using our big bucks, or not big bucks, TFX RENKO, you know. Anyway, let's continue. Now, the best thing you need to know, it is the entry point. It's very, very, very simple when looking entry point. It's very simple. You are just looking for entry with this support, dotted support and resistance, and the crossing of our moving average and our trading master. There is arrow here, just take trades. There is our king arrow here. We have 3 kings. As you can see in my indicators, we have 3 kings here. 3 kings contain this our red arrow. We have our white arrow, and we have this white arrow, and we have our aqua arrow, which you cannot see it here, which gives the direction of the market, and it is not here because this one now it's very small because of the history. Now let's continue so that I can show you something here that it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable, guys. Let's go and see what RENKO contains so that you can see the importance and the meaning of using the TFX RENKO system. Now, for instance, I'll just give you a good example here, a good example of what the importance of RENKO. We can just go to any of these bricks. Let's start like where? Let's start even here. Guys, if you can open your eyes closely and see my chart, because if you have this system, you will see what I'm teaching you in this video. This brick happened on 30th April at 6 p.m. 30th April, 6 p.m. 2020. The second brick happened on 3rd May. 11 a.m. 2021, the same 2021, the third break happened on that May at 1 p.m. So from this break, this happened at 11 a.m. on that May 2021, and this one happened at 1 p.m. the same date. 1 p.m. the same date, but the difference is for 3 hours. Is it 3 hours from 11 to 1? That is 2 hours. And this one, from this one, this happened on 30th April. So from this break to this one, it is 30th, we have 30th, we have 31st, we have 31st on April. Where is April? Where is April? Yeah, it was on 30th, and there is no 31st, it's only 30th. So 30th, we have 1st, May, 2nd, and this one happened that this is it contains 3 days. This one brick contains 3 days, and this one from this one to this one contains only 2 hours, but from this brick to this brick it contains 3 days. So you cannot predict exactly saying that one brick is for 1 hour or 2 hours or 3 minutes or 5 minutes or 2 hours. It's unpredictable. This is why it's offline. But because it says it is a buy after closing this red candle, it says it's a buy. It must buy, especially when our system, because there is a super dem here, which means there is a support here. So this closing was a good buy. Guys, you can agree with me that from this one to this one, it is 3 days. And if you are in a candle chart, there is a lot of noisy. Whether the candle was, there was a lot, maybe there was a news event that was happening. The candles was jumping up and down. Maybe there was a down trade, but the brick, because with our system, this is why we took time, my friend, before we released this system, because we just wanted that if there is a super dem here, and the bricks now changes the color from red to magenta, and now magenta means buy. And there is this crossing here. There is no doubt you must have from more pips as possible. Even trading one brick, it will give you a good pips, because every brick here contains more from 15 pips, 20 pips and above. From 15, 20 pips and above, just one brick. So in every crossing, you cannot lag from 20 and above pips. It's very simple. Even if you can trade without looking where these are dotted after the super dem, the crossing of our moving average and our trading master, trust me, you must have your trades. Whether there is a lot of noisy in candles, whether there's a lot of jumping for the candles, guys, there is not those noisy or a false signal in RENKO. Keep this in mind. There is no false signal in our TFX RENKO machine, my friend. There is RENKO system. There is no false signal. You must have from 20 and above pips in every entry. In every entry, you'll never lack from 20, 50, 100 pips, because even from here to here, guys, let me show you something. From this crossing to here, that is 107 pips. Guys, after our after King Arrow here and this crossing, there is a lot of pips. If there is something all traders needs, and simple, it is RENKO. For those people who struggle to analyze the market, here you don't need to draw trading line, blah, 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 the market. No. You just need the simple of our system here, guys, and you'll trade it professionally And I showed you that one brick can contain all the lies that are there, all the manipulation that are there in candles. They can be all being contained with one brick, and the direction of the market, it must be applied. Now, the other thing that you are supposed to keep in mind after creating this offline chart, remember we used this GBP USD for instant, and remember we used the RENKO file. So this chart must remain there. Keep that in mind. This chart must remain there in order to have the offline chart to function. If we can go to this chart and remove this and remove this TFX RENKO file, trust me not, this chart will not function. It will just remain still the way it is. So maybe the market can be somewhere there or here down. You'll never know where the market is, because now the market is like it was paused. The chart paused the way it is because we removed the RENKO file from the original chart of GBP USD. So the file must remain there. So you can just, it's very simple. If maybe you closed your laptop or your PC and maybe you lost that file, always remember to go there and replace the file. Sorry guys, this is Williams. Remember to revise or maybe to return that file, or maybe you can go to our RENKO version 1. Remember to allow the DLL, then click OK in order to make sure that the chart contain the RENKO file, and that will help the offline chart to continue function. But without the file, it cannot function. So you have to keep that in mind. So that's why we need to have the file at this chart. So don't delete the original charts. Remember, or always keep the original charts with the RENKO files. Let's proceed. Now, the other thing that contains, or that is in with our our TFX RENKO, it is TFX Abacus. The TFX Abacus will help you to control the trades. You might have, you might want to use the break-even, trailing step, take profit, stop loss automatically, and you'd like, sometimes you cannot just sit there on your chart waiting maybe for the profit of 20 pips so that you can close the chart manually. You have the help of TFX Abacus. This will help you to, after taking the trades, it will help you now to monitor the trades or to control the trades. Let me show you how you can operate with the TFX Abacus system. Now, let me look if there is one that maybe, okay, let's assume this one. I want to take sell. Let's assume now this closing happened here, and there is all confirmation that I have to look, and that now I want to take sell. The template contains the TFX Abacus, but if you don't want to use it, guys, you can just right click, go to Expert Advisor, and remove the system there, so that you can just work with TFX RENKO manually. But if you want to control all trades with this system, just right click, go to properties, open properties. This is how TFX Abacus looks like. Number one, we have the trigger entry here. The trigger entry here contains trigger, buy trigger, sell trigger. This means if I want to buy this market, I will trigger buy trigger. And if I want to sell, I will just click sell trigger, then I will sell that market automatically. The second thing, it is account profit target. Let's say, for instance, I have opened like 10 positions from 5 or 10 different pairs, and I want the system, let me call the Abacus, to close all trades after I'm in $100 profit, then it can close all trades and wait me to open or to activate or to take other trades. So you can set the total amount of the dollars that you want to the Abacus to take, or to close all position in all pairs at once. That's what's known as account profit target. So when the whole account reaches the $50 that I have set here, it will close all trades and wait for you to come and activate or to take the trades manually or with the Abacus. But it can only control the trades that have been taken with Abacus, not the trades that have been taken manually, but the trades that have been taken with the Abacus. It's what Abacus can control. The other thing, it's break even. The break even helps those people who love to trade a long trade. It helps them a lot, especially when you want to protect your account. If you set the break even into true, and you want, maybe let's say for instance, when you are in the 50 pips profit, the break even will move the stop loss at, if you want to protect the account, it will move, if you set there 2, it will move the stop loss into 2 pips before your entry point. So for instance, if I take this trade and when this trade is at 20 pips and I want to protect my account because I want to ride the long trade, I'll just use the 2 pips, because it's not advisable to put close stop loss from where the market is, because you know the market love to play game there. It can play and kick you out and continue going up. That means you lose, or you have only the profit of 2 pips. So the 2 pips, it's good to set 2 pips and the break even of 20 or 15 pips. Don't go below 20 pips, but that is up to you whenever you want. So if I want to take this buy, and I want, when I'm in 15 pips, the Abacus to put the stop loss before my entry point with the 2 pips, I have to select here 2 pips and here 15 pips. So and remember to set the break even true. So that means when I'm in 15 pips, the stop loss will be placed by Abacus before my entry point with the 2 pips, and I can continue riding that market without fear. If the market goes against me, it will not affect my account, because it will just, I'm already protected with the 2 pips in profit. The other thing, it is lot size. This is where you control the lot size that you want to use. You can change the number to the lot size that you want to take the trade with. The other thing, it is take profit. You can set any take profit of whatever you want, whether it is 20 pips or whether it is 15 pips, according to what you want. Like for this brick, it is good to set from 20 pips or 15 pips. Then in every brick, you can have a good profit. The other one, it's a multiplier and a max trade. That one I will cover in another video. I just want to cover the major things, which is the lot size, take profit, and stop loss. That is very important. So the stop loss, you can set any number of the stop loss that you want. Now, the other thing, it is the trailing step. Every time you want to trail the profit, you can activate the trailing step and set, this is what I want you to keep in mind. When it comes to trailing step, you double what we have here. So if you want the trailing step, the Abacus to start to trail the profit, when you are already in 20 pips, you are supposed to set here 20. So this means that it will open the trailing step when you are in a 20 pips in profit. Now, the other thing, it is the gap that you want the Abacus to trail the profit. The only thing you need to do, you can give the gap of, if let's say, for example, you want to start trailing the profit with the 10 pips. So you can set here 5. So this means now, if here is 10 and here is 5, this means when the market you are in profit of 20 pips, the Abacus will open the trailing profit in 10 pips. Remember, it's 5 times 2 in 10 pips. So there will be a gap of 10 pips in that trailing step. So when you're in 30 pips profit, the trailing step will be in 20 pips. So when you're in 40 pips, the gap, it will always remain in 20 pips. So the gap, it will remain in 10 pips. Where it doesn't matter whether you'll be in 100 pips profit, the gap still in 10 pips. So you'll be in the profit of 90 pips. So that's the meaning of trailing step, because you trail the profit, and the gap, you can set the gap you want. So you can set whether it is 15 pips, let's say for instance, you can set like 7 times 2 is 14 pips, and the trailing step, you can say maybe I just want the trailing profit for 6 pips, so that you cannot follow you don't follow the market closely because of the game of, or maybe some spreads, it cannot kick you out. So the trailing step, it's very, very important. The other thing, it's magic number. Sometimes you can activate maybe the Abacus, and maybe the Abacus may not take trades that maybe it's reading the last history. That's why you need to change the magic number from 4 numbers and above, whatever the number you want, but make sure it's from 4 and above. The best of the best thing is you can use the break even and the trailing step at the same time. The first break even, it's for protecting your account, meaning that when you're in 15 pips profit, the stop loss is already at 2 pips before your ending point. So from there, you can set, because now you know you are protected. Now you can set the trailing step of 20 pips and maybe 10 pips gap of so that you can trade the trailing profit with the gap of 10 pips, knowing that you are already protected by the break even. Now let me demonstrate something here. Now let us take this buy. You only need to trigger buy, as simple as that. And before we go there, let me show the important things that you are supposed to activate. Number 1, go to tools, go to option, because you have to activate the Abacus. Allow the automated trading and check this box and make sure you allow the DLL and this one for web request. Then click OK. Now your auto trade icon, it's already activated, ready for this market to take the trade. Okay, now right click, go to expert advisors, go to property, because now we want to take this trade. And now this one, we want this trade to take a buy trade. Remember, now we don't have any break even. Now it's only to show you how you can take, because now we have covered what you want to set. If you want to set whether it's a account target, I can set account target for 50 pips. And now let's trigger buy. The other things you can set as you have you have seen in that video. Now let's go back, make sure you check all this. Now let us trigger buy. As simple as that. Now we can change even this one if you wish to. Then let's click OK. Now after clicking OK, as you can see, there is no any trade that is taken. Why? Now you need to go to you need to right click on your plain chart. In that chart, go to properties, go to common, then remove offline chart, so that the Abacus can see that trade. If now I can remove offline chart and click OK, let's see what will happen now. You see, it has taken a buy automatically now, and the take profit is already there. Let's see the take profit of what, because I think it's by default the take profit of 25 and the stop loss of 50 of 60. This is why the stop loss is here and the take profit is there. So, and remember, after taking that trade, you can go, remember to deactivate this buy trigger, so that after closing that, it cannot take another buy. Just go there and select deactivate the buy trigger and select just select trigger. Simple as that. Let it remain a select trigger. And because now you have set whether you want to use the break even or the trailing step, now there is nothing to fear. Now you can just click OK and let the Abacus control that market. If you have the break even, if you have the trading step, the Abacus will do all for you. And when the total account it's at $50, then it will close all trades. It is simple as that when using the TFX RENKO with the Abacus. The Abacus can help you control every trade and all trades. Guys, so guys, it's very simple as that using the TFX RENKO. It's very simple. You don't need more every time. No, you only need to understand that the entry point, how to work with the Abacus, though we'll cover our how to maybe to trade, long trade, blah blah with other videos. But for with this video, you can trade and become a professional trader, guys, knowing that when our mountain it's at 90, it's a down trade. This is just a reversal, and now it will continue dropping now because as you can see we are approaching 90, so the market can continue dropping. So it's very simple using our system. Continue following us closely. We will be releasing a video of all types of trading when using the RENKO, but the RENKO, it is the savior of all traders. Thank you so much, guys, and once again, welcome to TFX family, and we love you all as you now purchase the traders savior. Thank you so much, and we love you all.